Now, the City of Cape Town's officials appear determined not to allow delays to one of the city's flagship housing projects in Delft. The development failed to take off in 2023 due to disruption from the construction mafia as well as gangs. Today, officials relaunched the 500 million rand project. That's despite receiving threats not to do so. Malungelo Booi joins us live then from Cape Town for a little bit more then on this story. Malungelo, just give us some of these details. I mean, to get all these threats for a project that is ultimately aimed at helping the communities that really, really need it, what happens now?
Well, Arabile, let's put this into context, right? That project was set to take off in 2023. The city had set aside about R500 million. It's meant to benefit it meant to have about 3,000 units that will see people getting housed in that project. And some of the people that are expected to be housed in that project live in some informal settlements not far from where this project is actually meant to be. But because of construction mafia, it failed to take off in 2023. Now it's 2025, and City of Cape Town officials have gone back to relaunch this project, even though Arabile, they're saying that they have received threats not to do so. In fact, one of the senior top officials, the MMC for Human Settlements in the City of Cape Town, says he was told about 2 months ago that he essentially must abandon that project, he must stop that project. But he says he can't do that, considering the fact that a lot of people in the City of Cape Town are in need of housing. Let's take a listen at what he told me.
The reality is, you can either be in a position for a purpose or you can be in a position for the sake of it. And so I made a promise to the mayor when he appointed me 18 months ago that if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. And so it is so that I've received a number of threats around not relaunching the site, around us not awarding the tender to a contractor. And of course, one doesn't know who it is, but it's those who want to benefit themselves. But the reality is, while these might be dangerous spaces, our community lives in dangerous spaces as well. And if they can be brave enough to work with the city to ensure we deliver homes here, I should and I must do. That's certainly what is required. Children are dying every day in Delft over here. Families are being displaced every day in Delft. Our people in the city, the mayor talks about building a city of hope. We need to show that hope. And I knew what I signed up for when I was appointed. And if that means I need to be taken off this earth, then that is the case. But I'm not going to allow individuals who are in the minority to intimidate the people of Cape Town.
Arabile, while we were in Delft, we bumped into a gentleman who actually wanted to know what was taking place at that meeting that we were, because he told us that he actually is in their housing waiting list and he has been waiting for a house for about 12 years and he really wants to see this project get off. So here's the thing, Arabile, here in Cape Town alone, they've seen an increase in the number of informal settlements. In fact, officials are saying that there's about over 800 informal settlements, and the housing backlog in this city alone is at nearly 400,000. Then that tells you the need for decent housing is major here. But this is not only unique to Cape Town. The problem of construction mafia is not only unique in Cape Town, it's also taking place, or it's something that is experienced in other parts of the country. So is the issue of housing. So what authorities are doing in Cape Town, they're saying that they've deployed a lot of private security personnel, and they're also working with police to make sure that that project ultimately takes off the ground.
Very quickly, Malungelo, has a new contractor been found then with regards to this? Because the previous contractor obviously decided to terminate that contract after they had seen, I think it was Wendy Kloppers, who's the murder of a City of Cape Town staffer at that stage. So has a new contractor then been found for this project?
Well, authorities are not saying whether the new contract has been found or not, Arabile, but what they are saying to us is that work will start in earnest. And you're right, a number of contractors really moved away, did not actually want to apply for work in that project because of the construction mafia. But it seems as if officials this time around are so determined to ensure that nothing will stop work at that project, even the construction mafias themselves, because they're also saying that they're working with crime intelligence to assist in ensuring that there's no disruption. But you could actually see some of the people, Arabile, that were there to listen or to participate in this relaunch of the program. They were celebrating, saying that finally this project will kick off. And they actually pleaded with officials to make sure that nothing disturbs or disrupts our work in that project again. Whether that will happen, really, only time will tell.
Have we gotten, just very quickly as well, Malungelo, have we gotten terms of what it is that this so-called construction mafia is actually looking for? What it is that they want? Do they want the project to only run through themselves, or do they want no construction at all to happen within the area? What is their ransom demand, if any?
So this is how the construction mafia works, Arabile, and this has been proven nationwide. In fact, it's people who want a share of the money. So if a contractor goes there, they want to get a share of the amount of money that the contractor will get. So at times they could demand about 30%, at times 20%. It depends, really. Even though city officials have not actually been clear with details as to what exactly stopped this project before and what is it that the construction mafia wanted. But what we know for certain is that they want share in the tender process.
Yeah. This is going to be a story that certainly continues for some time, because trying to find the solutions here is going to be ultimately very key. Malungelo, thank you so much for covering this story for us. Of course, the DA's MACO member is going to have to answer quite a bit and have a firm stance with regards to what is going to happen next. Our very own Malungelo Booi covering that story for us then.